Hi, and welcome to Lippy Presents Ghost News Network. Today is our question of the week. And our questions come from us via email from Tom. As you know, we're all in quarantine here for coronavirus. Not that we have coronavirus, but you guys know what's going on. If you haven't seen the news, I can't help you. Alright, so the question of the week from Tom this week is, why do you think it's also important to talk about the dark side of the paranormal?
Why is it important? That's a good question. Why is it important to talk about the dark side of the paranormal? Because you need to know what you're walking into. You need to know all the aspects of the paranormal when you're investigating the paranormal. It's not always nice and Candylandish as everyone thinks it is. You could be walking into something where you don't think anything's going to happen, and if it does happen, it's just like Casper the Ghost, and all of a sudden, holy shit, you're dealing with something major. So it's important to know the different aspects of different types of hauntings, different types of entities, and how to deal with that if you come in contact with it. Our team has many different types of protocols that we have, where if we're out in the field and somebody feels negative and somebody feels something, how are we handling this situation? If we go out into the field and we experience, a shadow person, we go, or we gonna fall back. If we experience a jinn or a demon or something like that, we have just different protocols depending on what you're dealing with. Yeah. So it's very important to know the different aspects so you can characterize what you're dealing with. A lot of people just think they could just buy equipment and go out and get EVPs, which is fantastic and all, but there's a lot more to it than just that. Yeah. You got to really know what the hell you're doing, especially if you go into someone's house. Now you're not just dealing with you and your team, you're dealing with a client, and you have to put that whole aspect into it. So it's really important to know and understand what you're doing.
I think it's also important to understand from a point of respect. Mm-hmm. In order to go into a certain location, the way you're going to go into it, depending on the type of haunting it is going to vary. Right. Nobody's going to go into the same haunting the same way. If you're going into a demonic case, you're not going to go into a demonic case the same way you would go into what's it called. So I think it's important to know about the darker side of the paranormal, just so that you know how to respect it. Because you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're going to be disrespectful towards that thing, and then that thing might not be too happy with you, So you just, respect is another way just to go about it, I think. Yeah. So that's the big thing for me.
When and when not to call in the proper channels that can handle certain situations. When you talk about demonic cases, if you do come in contact with that, and it's a house investigation, you should have proper channels that you're able to still assist with that client. Not just, shit, you got a demon in your house, sorry, I'm out, Yeah. No, and then, on the other aspect, you need to know when to back off. And in certain circumstances, you need to know when to be like, what you have going on here is very serious. We need to get the proper channels in here. We'll assist you through the way, but this is where our work stops, and we got to get somebody in here to begin. Yeah. And you need to know when that baseline is, and when not to call in a demonologist and the clergy, and if you're just dealing with a simple intelligent spirit, that might just be a dick, you don't need to call the clergy in for that. You can handle that yourself. So you need to know the differences, And this isn't something where you could just read in a book and go out and do it. This is many, many books that you're reading, and many presentations that you're attending, and many investigations, and a lot of experience under your belt before you could just determine this. We started in 2003. Our first case our house investigation wasn't till the end of, we had one in 2005, but it was like a family friend. And then our first legit house investigation, I think it was the beginning of 2007. So we had years prior to our first house investigation. That was years of experience of just us getting the feel for the field, and learning the equipment, learning the differences and stuff like that. So it's important.
Yeah. I agree. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, you can give this video a like, share, and subscribe, and also click the little notification bell to know when all of our content is uploaded to YouTube. So thank you guys again for joining us on this latest edition of Ghost News Network, and until next time, take care, guys.